Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A woman killed after an early morning shooting on Detroit's east side. Good to have you with us this noon. We'll start there. Police saying the suspected shooter in this case was arrested at the scene on Gunston near 94 and Connor. Investigators are still there piecing together what happened, as is our Megan Woods. And let's bring in Megan now, who's live there. Megan, what are police telling you?
Well, police are saying that this appears to be a domestic dispute, and you can see they're still out here, like you mentioned, piecing together what happened. They just blocked off this street with this tape, but they're still working to investigate. Now, it became even more intense earlier as family arrived on scene to learn what happened.
Take a deep breath. He called me and said I killed her.
Police say around 7:45 this morning, the victim, a woman in her 30s, was fatally shot by a man also in his 30s. He was arrested at the scene, and while preliminary information is that this situation appears to be a domestic violence dispute, the circumstances are being investigated. If you have any information, you're asked to call Detroit Police or 1-800-SPEAK-UP. And back out here live, you see construction crews here on this street. They were here as everything was unfolding. And we also spoke to neighbors as they've been passing and coming in and out. And they're saying that they're stunned. They're sad because not only is this a quiet street, but they all know each other. So we will be out here as this investigation continues to unfold. But as for right now, reporting live on the east side of Detroit, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Yeah, and believed to be, again, another deadly domestic violence situation. Megan, thank you. At this time yesterday, we were getting preliminary information about a shooting in Saline. Today, we know a woman is dead and police have her ex-boyfriend in custody. Police say 40-year-old Amber Jo Thomas was shot by her ex while walking to her car during a work break. She died at the hospital later. One of Thomas's co-workers was also shot but is expected to be okay. And again, it puts domestic violence in the spotlight here. A woman attacked outside her workplace, and we've seen that happen again and again. In this case, the victim did have a personal protection order against her ex-boyfriend, but sometimes that doesn't make a difference. We spoke to a domestic violence victim who says this case underscores just how dangerous these situations are.
The whole process is discouraging. You know, everything is a system. It's a system. It's a system. All this red tape is in place for everything. And I don't have time to deal with your red tape and your system when my life is on the line.
Is a number you can call if you feel you're in a situation like this or that type of relationship, or maybe a loved one is caught in this and can't do anything about it. That number is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. It's available 24/7. The number is 1-800-799-SAFE or 799-7233. A local pool contractor is arrested and charged with fraud. Police say a Shelby Township resident paid $60,000 for 30-year-old Brandon Heitman to install an in-ground pool. According to police, Heitman gave a completion date of June but never started the job. The contractor says he was having trouble financially and couldn't finish it nor refund the money. He now has another money problem. His bond, it's set at $30,000. Former President Donald Trump back at his New Jersey home today after being arraigned and arrested in the nation's capital Thursday. Trump pleading not guilty to multiple felonies related to efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. NBC's Bree Jackson is in Washington.
Former President Donald Trump pleading not guilty to charges related to efforts to overturn 2020 election results.
This was never supposed to happen in America.
Trump stood before the judge facing 4 criminal counts, including conspiracy to defraud the U.S. government and conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Prosecutors argue he schemed to keep himself in power after losing the 2020 election. The current GOP frontrunner claims, without evidence, that the case is an effort to interfere with his chances of winning the 2024 presidential race.
So if you can't beat him, you persecute him or you prosecute him.
Some of the officers who defended the U.S. Capitol on January 6 attended Thursday's arraignment.
Most of the witnesses that have been corroborating all these action or inaction that he did or didn't do have been Republican themselves.
Republican candidates are weighing in.
I do think that on this same set of facts, anyone not named Trump would not have been indicted.
It also reflects the seriousness of the issue the voters have to face in 2024.
Voters are divided.
For them to nitpick him to death is a crime against our country.
I would like to see my party open their eyes to see what's going on, to cut ties with him and move forward with other candidates.
If convicted, the charges could lead to a lengthy prison sentence for the former president. And former President Trump is set to return to court in this case on August 28th. In all, he's been hit with 78 felony counts in 3 separate cases. In Washington, Bree Jackson, back to you.
All right, Bree, the U.S. job market is continuing its downward slide, adding just 187,000 positions in July, according to the Bureau of Labor. Economists were expecting 200,000 jobs added. A cooling labor market is in line with the Federal Reserve's goal. The July unemployment rate ticked down to 3.5% from 3.6%. After a nearly 14-hour closure, northbound I-75 near I-696 in Oakland County is now back open. Yesterday evening, it was a tanker that caught fire, shutting down the freeway there. Crews worked through the night trying to clean it up. Turns out it was the tires that had caught fire. It was hauling asphalt, but that wasn't the problem. No injuries were reported from that accident. But another part of I-75 still is a problem. If you're going up north, maybe avoid I-75 if you can. It's going to be closed between US 24 and Dixie Highway near Clarkston. Crews are demolishing the Rattly Lake Road Bridge. That closure starts at 9 o'clock tonight. Work expected to be wrapped up by 5 Monday morning, just in time for the rush. So if you are headed up north, Ashley, get out early, and hopefully you'll have some good weather to boot.
Absolutely. Starting to see a huge improvement when it comes to our humidity. It was oppressive yesterday and not nearly as sticky out there at this hour with a dew point in the upper 50s. Our air temperature 81 degrees. So air temps are very similar to yesterday. It's hot and sunny. It's just not going to be quite as muggy. And thankfully from a northwesterly breeze at 10 miles per hour, that even makes it feel a little more comfortable when you get that breeze. Humidity will continue to trend downward by the time we get to the dinner hour today. Bumps up just a little bit as we go into the early part of Saturday and maybe a little noticeable in the morning, but still pretty pleasant into the afternoon. It's not until we head into the later part of the weekend, later into Sunday, that we start to see that humidity work its way back in with some rain showers that'll be headed our way. Otherwise, we've been calling it all day a fabulous Friday that's on tap here as we head throughout the afternoon. We're watching Sunday closely as there's still some discrepancies in the timing of when showers could develop, and that will lead to a soggy start to the work week. We do have a marginal risk of seeing severe storms develop late Sunday across all of southeastern Michigan. Our temperatures at this hour, though, range from the 70s up into the northern part of the thumb and low 80s across the heart of Metro Detroit. And we'll get warmer from here. 86 for the afternoon high. We're staying dry on this Friday, but that won't be the case as we head into the weekend. So now's a good time to download that Forewarn Weather app so you can be weather aware. If you're going to be outside this weekend, you'll get push notifications if rain or lightning are detected in your area, along with weather alerts.
There you go. How about this news for all you Swifties out there? Taylor Swift is adding more shows to her Eras tour, and they are drivable for all of you in Detroit. Plus, a pet named Fluffy is back with his owner after being lost in a flood. Yeah, Fluffy's not a cat. We'll get into that story coming up.